There are currently 79 weapons in the Decloids case with various different capabilities, abilities, and properties, and it can vary between being F tier and S tier. So today I'll be going over every single weapon and rank them all. So let's get to it. So first of all, this is going to be purely off script because I can't be asked to write a script for every single weapon and analyze. So it's going to be purely out of my opinion, out of like right now. Second of all, I'll be putting one weapon as the best at the end and one weapon as the worst. Third of all, this is my second recording of doing this. I did all of this yesterday. I talked for 40 minutes and for every single weapon. Then I found out at the end that none of the voice recording was recorded. So that generally sucks and that irritated me. But I now kind of know where I'm going to place all of these. I might change a bit, but you know, let's get to it. First one, bow. This is a charge based weapon, which like if you hold it for a little bit, it increases damage and then you shoot out. Personally, I don't like these more singular shot based weapons instead of auto, but bow is pretty good. Doesn't eat much energy per shot, so like if you're good with your aim, it can do pretty decent. But I personally wouldn't ever use this like anywhere late game, so I think it deserves C tier. Maybe B tier? No, C tier. Bloodsword. This is the unique weapon exclusive to Summoner, in which its unique properties that it has lifesteal. So like if you kill something, you heal like 3% of the damage. The sword, which is pretty cool, it's pretty unique, but sadly its attack speed and damage isn't that great, so I wouldn't ever use this like end game, but I think it deserves B tier. Reaching Hammer, the first of the heavy weapon groups. They have very slow attack speed but hit pretty dang hard. Honestly, that's the problem with this, because this is like extremely slow, like compared to even the other axes. Like if you miss a single hit, like your DPS like gets cut in half, and like I like to just like quickly hit people because you can't really chain him with this. But it has a very funny special ability by pressing down, which like you have like a C4, like explosive you place on the tip, and then when you hit, you just yeet everyone. That's pretty damn fun, not gonna lie, but it eats 20 energy, so you can't even really spam it. Like I remember using it like the last time, and I actually really enjoy it. So I think it's funny though, so I think it'll go above bow. Blood Moon Axe, this is more like the generic axe. It has slower attack speed, right? But it's not too slow, so it makes it more enjoyable, but it's like kind of normie, not gonna lie. I mean, not normie, it's kind of boring. It's like it doesn't have anything unique. So yeah, shove. I could people go axes have that, but I mean it's not the best axe in my opinion. So I'll just put in D. There's an eagle. This one's pretty single shot, right? But it's pretty good, I've heard, if you know how to hit your shots, which I can't. But it has pretty good damage, and as a medic starter weapon, it's pretty nice. You can use it kind of late game, but I mean I wouldn't even because I suck at aiming. But I think it still deserves B tier. Oops, that's A tier. B tier. There you go. Wow, already iron gloves. I mean, what can I say? This thing currently highest PS of melee weapons, has a bigger hitbox, has a really good special ability. You can like yeet enemies. That's pretty fun. It has a smaller hitbox to staff weapons, but which is like a pretty big thing for me. But I can't say much. It's really strong. You should always get this. This is end game material, 100%. You can get at the beginning, which makes it good as well. Arcfire Edge. This thing got heavy nerfed, man. From 3.1, it's pretty damn sad because it used to be pretty good, but now it got like cut in half in damage. It was from 40 to 20. Bro, that's pretty sad. There's decent attack speed. Its damage, I mean, it's okay, but I wouldn't use this ever, but it's better than Breaching Hammer for sure. So like, top of C tier. Combat Knife, spelled wrongly because I suck at spelling, but this thing's great. Good green weapon. It's a knife weapon, so it does have a smaller hitbox, but it compromises for did I use it correctly? But it compromises with no, that doesn't make sense. But it has really a fast attack speed, and that makes it really good for chaining. Its hitbox kinda is small. It has really good DPS, but yeah, I mean it's good, and you can throw it, so it's good. But like it has a smaller hitbox, so it doesn't deserve an S tier for sure. But it's a good A tier, I think. Maybe low A tier, but it's good. Chris Vector. I used to adore this weapon before 3.0. You should be able to beat overwhelmed with this as engineer. Like you wouldn't need to buy any other weapons. This would be good enough, and I love that. But sadly now it sucks, man. It shoots really fast, but that eats energy. So it's not honestly that good anymore. Its damage is not great. So I think it's sad. We have to go top of the tragic. The shot, the French weapon, I think. I should hate this weapon before 3.0 because its spread was horrendous, man. You could not shoot an enemy from like 20 meters or something. But now, because like it's a big magazine and reloading is a big, LMGs are pretty cool, not gonna lie, but they're not great in general. But this one's probably my least favorite out of them, so I'll probably go top of C tier. Granada! This one is a throwable, which means you can throw with G, like that one, it's a side weapon. It's good, but I wouldn't ever use this as endgame. It's a demo weapon, I believe. But like, I wouldn't actually ever buy this. So I think it'll go between in C tier. I think it goes bottom of C tier actually. Crimson Colors. This is a better version of Katana, which I'll get into. But this thing hits, man. This thing's so good. Unbelievably good for a starter weapon. This thing should get nerfed, don't gonna lie, or be like a weapon exclusive to the boss drop. Because fun fact, this is like the same weapon that the samurai boss uses. But for some reason Ninja gets this as a starter weapon. This thing has really high attack speed, has good damage, and you can chain really fast, and I believe this thing has a bigger hitbox to Katana. I can't tell, but like I feel like it does, and that makes it honestly S tier. It's not the best melee, I'm saying, but it just has a really good attack speed, damage that you can use up to like wave 24 if you want to. AK-47, this is the first of like 10 assault rifles, which literally are like pretty much identical apart from bits and bobs. AK is pretty unique though, it's pretty famous, popular in general media, but I don't think I ever used this. It's good, it's beaten, it's an assault rifle, but it's like you wouldn't use this for endgame, not gonna lie, at all. But I mean, it's good. I like machine guns. I like to fire off the Benelli. This is the first shotgun out of 4 or some. It's like the mid of the ones. This thing shoots, does decent damage, but you can't. The reloading, that's the main game. That's the main issue I have with shotguns. But it's good. It's solid. Nothing too strong though. It's not the best shotgun. So I think I'll just put at the bottom of beta. But the only weapon in its group, because for some reason this thing has a unique finisher where you like bonk the enemy out from the top, and no other weapon has this. I don't know why it does, but it's a cool finisher, but it's not a good weapon. I wouldn't ever use this. I think I like this more than these though, because of its finisher, and it's decent. I mean, it's okay, and it's just okay. But there are better grey weapons, melee grey weapons. I would definitely get over this. Blue Mouse, the first enemy weapon. This one's probably the worst one, or like one of the worst ones. But every shot does not consume energy, which is nice. But like I'd never like upgrade this or do anything like that. So I think it'll go like the. Oh yeah, I did forget to say that Darkfire Edge is a drop weapon from the Darklands. I've heard that one actually has the normal damage of 40, which makes it actually pretty decent, but I actually don't know, so if someone could fact check on that, I'd appreciate it. Comment down that below. AWP, snipers. Snipers in this game are generally kinda like okay, good. You never need to like the problem is that you generally get overwhelmed with enemies, and sadly a lot of these weapons don't have good penetration or like anything. Like single shot weapons, like they're not like ideal at this game, but like they are satisfying to use. And like if you get multiple snipers, you can chain snipe, and that's fun, but like that's expensive, and I don't think it's like actually like recommended in general. AWP out of the mythical snipers is like the lesser damage, quicker fire. And I have a funny gif of this, but like I think it's like top of beta. I don't think it deserves A tier though. Barrett, this is just a more higher damage version of AWP, and that would make me like it more, I guess. So I think it'll go a bit advanced rifle. This is actually the more renowned ones. Assault rifle after the rest because you get this as pilot, and it's pretty good. I like it. It shoots fast, I think, compared to AK, and that makes me like it more. So I'll go above. Emi Galil, I don't think I ever used this. Maybe I used this once or twice because I got it from a drop from the snowy town sidekick thing. And I think it goes between maybe this javelin. This is probably my favorite throwable weapon because like of the G thing, which like when you're holding a melee weapon, you can throw it while you're holding a melee and doing damage. And because this thing stuns, this is really good for doing like combos and chaining and just like against fighting bosses because like you can swing your melee and then throw it, and then because the throws you can start like 3 swings, which is really good, man. It's really satisfying. You can do great combos. I think it goes honestly above. I don't think it goes above, but it's great. I love this. Probably my favorite. After this card, with this glove, this is identical to iron gloves, but it's a drop weapon, which I mean makes I guess better because it's free. So I'll put on top because like it's the same thing, literally identical. Grappler, this is like the competitor to Ice Javelin as the best throwable because like you'd use it for the same thing. You would never use this as a damage dealer weapon. This is just to use G and just go out, move around quickly. I generally prefer Ice Javelin, but Grappler is fun. I think it does deserve S tier. Actually, I don't think it deserves S tier. Probably like A plus tier because like I don't know. I just prefer Ice Javelin stunning than to just general movement. But general movement can be pretty important, especially against Corvus Knight. That thing, it's terrifying. So yep. Kitchen knife. This is probably the most boring, disappointing weapon ever. Is first of all, its melee DPS sucks. Second of all, this is classified as a sword weapon for some reason instead of knife, which is it's literally in its name. I don't know why it's a sword. Third of all, it lies. It's clickbait because like the photo for it looks like a knife, but it's clearly a butcher weapon. And fourth of all, because it's not a knife, you can't throw it, I believe. It just sucks. I hate this thing. Honestly, it deserves that tip. M41, this thing is like, I don't know, it's the same thing. I don't know. It shoots silently, although that doesn't do anything. It just sounds different. So, I don't know. Yeah. Well, that staff. This is like the most disappointing weapon ever because staff weapons, like every other staff weapon, including the grey ones, hit very fast, and that's the thing that makes them really good alongside their long hitbox. But for some reason, Golden Staff decides to not do any of that and be really slow, making it have really bad DPS, worst compared to the grey ones somehow. So this thing is just disappointing. Like you'd never buy this because the grey ones, the grey staff weapons are better than it in every single way. Lightsaber, this is a pretty unique one. This is the only green weapon with a special ability, which via pressing R, the exact same attack as the Dark Knight's thing, which is pretty cool. It's actually, yes, it's a bad game, but it's pretty cool. It's unique. Definitely deserves B tier, I think, of lightsaber. I mean, blood sword. Pickaxe, this is another heavy weapon, except it doesn't have the thing that makes it pretty fun, the shove, which makes it pretty disappointing, and its DPS isn't that good, so I don't think it goes D tier. It probably goes even below platinum. Katana, this is really good green weapon because it's similar to Crimson Cutlass. It has very fast attacks, I think the same, but it has lower damage. But you can throw it compared to Crimson Cutlass for some reason, which makes it pretty fun. But I mean, it does, I believe, have a smaller hitbox. It just feels like it. So it's still really good though. It's definitely like A tier, better A tier, I think. But they're way better for sure. The Guhusur, this is a sniper based weapon. And considering how the mythical ones are bloody B tier, this is a green weapon. And sadly, it's worse. It sucks. I mean, I wouldn't ever use this, not gonna lie. It's not bad, it's just, it's mid. But it has a cool thing where like as you shoot more, it does cooler sound. It does like different sounds. So that's kind of cool. I think like the middle of the road of C tier. Link sword. This is like the most average weapon because it's the standard weapon for classless and a lot of the classes. It has okay DPS actually, but it's like very average. Like literally, I think it should be like actually because it's a melee, it makes it better. So I think it deserves the top of C tier actually. Hunt axes. These are a throwable weapon which are actually pretty fun, not gonna lie, to use. You can chuck them really fast and they're really fast fire rates, but they do little damage, but they don't even consume energy, so you can just endlessly chuck, which is honestly pretty cool. But I mean, it's not like an actual ideal weapon to use at the end, so I think it deserves like bottom of B tier because I like them. I find it pretty cool. Magma sword. This is a droppable weapon from the magma boss in wave 20 with a very low chance, but man, it's really bloody strong. This is a stronger version of a different mythical weapon, Violet of Omen. I mean, the Violet Omen or something, I don't remember. This thing like it has very base, it has a pretty high base damage and okay attack speed. It has a pretty big hitbox, but it does like a better version of it. Does a DOT, a burn DOT, which does a lot of damage on top, and you can stack it, I think, which makes it really good. But it's a droppable weapon only, so you like never get this honestly. But it's a really good weapon, so I think it deserves like here, like in the middle of S tier, because it's really good. I think it's the best weapon, maybe best melee, but I mean, I don't know. I literally never got this. I only got this like once or something. That was like 2 months ago, something like that. Intervention. This is like the same thing as the other snipers, but this actually has more bullets. And that's like one of the bigger gripes with snipers, that they don't have much bullets, and this one has 7 compared to 5 or 4, which makes it better in my opinion. Fire axe. This is like one of the better axes because it has a above average attack speed compared to the others, but its damage isn't that good, but you can shove, so I think it goes bottom of B tier. So one of the mythical weapons, one of the cooler ones, better ones, has a unique attacking style which like every swing you move forward and it's faster than actual shift sprinting. This is like the TK killer. If you have this and there's friendly fire and there's people, you're gonna be murdering them a lot. But it's good for spread, for killing a lot of enemies in once. It's kind of buggy though, and I like it. Like it's kind of mindless though, so I like that. So I think it goes like above Adapasod in my opinion. MP40. This is an SMG, but SMG is like kind of meh in this game. It's pretty low damage, and I don't really like it. So bottom of B tier. Steel sword. This is just like a version of Link sword. It actually has pretty decent DPS, but like its attack speed is not that good, so you can't really chain hit too well, and its hitbox is kinda so I think it'll just go at the top of C tier. Actually, is it better than Fire Axe? I think so, so it probably go there, bottom of B tier. Mossberg. Now this is the best shotgun in the game. This is the shotgun I was talking about before. This thing hits like a truck, man, and from range you can still do pretty damn good damage. This is a green weapon. I don't know how this is a green weapon. This should be a mythical. It's that good. It's really strong. I actually really like it. It's really fun to use, so I think it's honestly better than the magma sword, because like magma sword is really good, right, but it's rare, while Mossberg is green and it hits like a truck, so it, like, you know, you can get more, it's more accessible. So S tier, middle of S tier for now. Shotgun, as its name says, this is literally just a shotgun, very mid. I think it's worse than the Benelli, so, but it's a shotgun, so it's still okay. I think it goes at the bottom of B tier. Minigun. What can I say? The highest DPS out of all weapons. Its fire rate is insane, but its damage kinda mid, but because of its fire rate, that does everything. That makes it the highest DPS. But this thing eats energy so badly, so you can't really use this in endgame, not gonna lie. I mean you can't really use this from like wave 1 to like wave 22 to 1. So like that's the issue, but I mean it's the best high highest attack speed, so it deserves at the top of ST, I think. MG42 LMG, kind of generic. I think better than the shot though, because its spread is lower, I think. Flashing Blade, honestly one of the most underrated mythicals. This thing has high attack speed than a certain other wind staff weapon. I mean, why did I call it like that? I mean, I literally just said that, the wind staff weapon. And that thing is really good. This thing is pretty good, but it has a cool special ability as well. So I think it deserves like middle, like there. It's pretty good, it's really good, it has good DPS. The FN file, this is actually distinct from the generic assault rifles because this thing shoots very slow but very good damage. I like this thing, honestly. This thing is pretty cool, honestly. I think it deserves at the top of beta. It's pretty good. You can use it like end game, kinda. Flamethrower. This thing is actually really good. It has really good DPS. You can kill lots of enemies at once. It's brainless. There's no ammo. There's no reload, which makes it really good. So honestly, I can't really say much apart from that. It's really good damage, really good. I learned how good it was because on Snowy Town, like with the crate things to get that badge, this thing is really good. And also doesn't do any damage in friendly fire. I think it goes above Great Sword, not gonna lie. Double barrel shotgun. This thing is distinct from the other shotguns because it has 2 bullets, 2 ammo per reload, and this damage isn't even that good. This thing honestly sucks, man. You never get this. Why would you get this? It's such a disappointment, man. Pistol, the most generic standard pistol weapon, and as because it's a pistol, it's not good, but it's a standard weapon. It's iconic. Honestly, I don't hate it. Like, it's just a pistol. It goes eat it because it still sucks, but there's nothing wrong with it. That's what its job is. But I wouldn't like ever use it, like end game, obviously. Egyptian knife. This is just a worse version than combat knife, but it's a knife. Its attack speed's pretty good, but its DPS is not that good. I generally prefer it to the steel sword, and it gets blocked there. And actually, its DPS is pretty bad, not gonna lie, so it'll probably go there. Purplinium amplifier. I don't know how to spell that. This is the unique weapon for wizard. It's pretty unique, very cool because you throw orbs, chuck them. Its DPS is pretty good. It eats energy. You wouldn't ever use this in end game necessarily because, and I don't like weapons which, I mean, I prefer automatic weapons. This thing, like, you have to like, you shoot like orbs like pretty fast, but not like extremely fast like a machine gun. But it's pretty good. So yeah, it gets blocked by AK, I think. Yeah, the RPG, the iconic weapon. What can I say? Explosive damage, AoE, good for killing a lot of enemies at once. It's pretty good, but I mean, it's not a main weapon. You wouldn't really use it like that for bosses especially, but it's good. I think bottom ST. The Zenator, okay, this one I actually really like because it's a drop weapon. And it's you get it very often, and because of that, you just get a free sniper, and like this, it's pretty good. It's comparable to the mythicals, and just because of that, I think it deserves A tier. It's a free weapon, you don't have to buy it, so that's nice. The Winchester model live. I don't think I ever used this ever, maybe once, and it didn't make me go, wow, it's really good. It's a shotgun. It's pretty boring though. I don't know. Bottom of beta. War Axe. This one's like, I think it's higher damage, slower attack speed to the fire axe, and that makes me dislike it more. So top of CT, I guess. Actually, I think I like it less than the Link Sword. Striker 1. This is probably the most common drop weapon. It attacks. It's a fire. It's not a fire. It's a machine gun. So that makes it pretty nice already. So, and like, it's like the range weapon you'll use if you don't have anything else, if you get. So it deserves low beta. It deserves up. Red Prototype. This thing is slept on, man. This thing is really good for a green weapon. Really high attack speed. I mean, fire rate and okay damage, but its fire rate does everything. It actually has really good DPS for a green weapon. So, and I like this before 3.0. So I'll put it here. I think it's worse than the Mossberg, but it's still really good. The Scythe. This was arguably the worst mythical before Breaching Hammer came, because its DPS is very bad. It's yeah, it has a really big hitbox. It actually has the biggest hitbox. I didn't know that, and it pushes enemies, which kind of sucks. Not gonna lie, but I mean, it has a unique finisher. It has a cool scythe AOE slam noise. It pushes enemies really far, but I would never use this. I would like to use this like soon because I never use this. I can barely use this, so I think it's like better than the steel sword for sure. I think it goes above. You know, it goes like here. Yeah, there. It gets blocked by lightsaber. Actually, doesn't know. I think it's better than the lightsaber. It's cool. I like it. I like scythes. It's just a shame its DPS sucks. Striker 2. This is just a worse compared to Strike 1 in every single way because it shoots slower. I think it's supposed to like be kind of similar to the FN Fall, but I don't like it. It goes D tier. Worse than, better than Chris Vector. Spear! This is one of the 2 staff grey weapons that are really good. You should always get this if you find it early and you need a good melee weapon at the beginning. You can use this from like wave 1 to 20, honestly 24 if normal mode. In overwhelmed it kind of starts sucking, doing worse because its DPS is not that good, but it's really good starter weapon and I really like that. It has a big hitbox. You can chain hit because it's a staff weapon. It has very fast attack speed. So top of 80. Necro Scythe. This is exactly the same thing as Scythe, but for some reason it has double the DPS, making it high with Hazardous Glove for some reason. But it has no finishing and AoE slab, which makes me never use this, not gonna lie. I don't know if it actually has double the DPS. It's just a spreadsheet of not sticks says it. I never used it much, but I think it does generally have the double of the DPS, which is ridiculous. So I think it goes like top of B tier, I guess. It just doesn't have a finisher, which sucks. The PKB, I think this is the best LMG out of the rest. I don't know why I'm just thinking of that. I think it just is. It has damage, it has a big magazine. So he'll go above that, which I don't know what that is. Where did I put that? Yeah, well, I just put it like, I think it goes above AK. Then the PSM 45. This is semi-auto pistol, which makes it better than the normal pistol, and the fact that it's not a singular shot thing makes me like it more. But I would never use this. You should never use this. Still garbage. Still not good. It's better than the pistol though. So the orbital minigun. This thing is actually really nice because it's a dropped weapon from enemies from like wave 23 or something, the specialist, and that means you get a free minigun for free, which is insane. It has the exact same stats, which is ridiculous. So honestly, it's better than the normal minigun because it's just a free dropped weapon. Violet Omen. This is like what I was talking about with the magma sword. Has pretty bad general DPS, but it has a DOT decay damage, but it's worse than the magma sword, but it's a purchasable weapon, so I think that makes it just better in general, so it goes above. And it has a bigger hitbox than normal swords, so that's nice. Pack AK. This is pretty much like the second best range weapon because it has really good DPS, pretty good at a fire rate, very high damage, and it's very precise, and it has a scope, which makes it like sometimes it has some better stats compared to the orbital minigun, but the orbital minigun's DPS just clears, so it goes above this. I think it gets stuck below flame. It goes above flamethrower but below iron glove. Orbital flamethrower, you'd think, because like compared to the other ones, oh yeah, it has the same stats, but no, this thing for some reason has half the stats. It's the opposite of Necro Scythe, which makes it pretty dang disappointing. It's still a flamethrower, but it just kind of sucks, man. Goes like middle of B tier, I guess. Actually, I don't like it, so it goes C tier. Trident. This is very similar to Spear, but it has slightly lower DPS, I think. But because it's a Spear weapon, staff weapon, very fast attack speed, good hitbox, good chaining capability, it goes top of 8 here. SVD. This is a green sniper weapon, but it's unique because it shoots like faster. It's not like an actual like I don't know what's the term for it. You know, it doesn't do one single strong shot. It does multiple weaker shots, and that honestly makes me like it less. So it goes. Yeah, it goes. Honestly, I don't really like it, man. It goes bottom of C there, I think. Throwing javelin. This thing's like worse version to the ice javelin, but it's a starter weapon of ninja, so it's pretty damn satisfying to just throw it with G and then one-shotting enemies while holding your colors, and that makes me like it. But I would never upgrade it, so it goes B tier. 45. This is an SMG, I think. I think it's better than the MP40. So where did I put the MP40? Wait, where did it go? Oh, there it is. So it goes above that. Honestly, I don't know why I put the MP40 here. I mean, shotgun. Yeah, actually, no. I think I like the striker more to these. Vanguardian Blade. I believe most of you didn't know this was a droppable thing from the Guardians of the Ark. This thing has the highest DPS, I think, outside of Mythicals. But I don't know how good its actual DPS is, but it has a big hitbox. It's pretty cool. So it goes bottom of S tier because like you'll get it at the very end, like literally at the very end. So you barely would use it, and it's not even the best, I think, of DPS of melees. Wind Staff. What can I say? This is literally a spear or trident, but buffed to the moon. It has better DPS by like 30 or something, and it has a special ability which is really good that you had to get nerfed, and it still is really good. It does like a spinny attack which covers a huge area and just damages everyone, flow and ragdolls everyone. So honestly, I like it really. I like it a lot, man, because I like staff weapons, and this is just a better version. Why can I? There you go. Orbital. This is like in between the Striker 1 and the Striker 2, but like I would literally never use this. This is the same with Striker 1. I would never use it, but like it's a droppable weapon, so it's neat, I guess. Bottom of beta. MP5 SMG. I think it's the commander's weapon. It has pretty bad spread, I think, and like you can't. I mean, it's an SMG, so you can't shoot from range. But I think it's better than the MP40. Molotov. This is a pretty unique throwable weapon, which when you throw it, it creates a small area of fire, which like anything that steps on it does damage. It's pretty cool, but its DPS is not that good. It doesn't do that much good DOT. It's kind of a shame because it's pretty cool, but like C tier. Yeah, like the thing is that I would never buy any of these as well, or none of the beaters, so it's kind of hard to compare. Honestly, I think it goes like D tier, I think. Railgun. This is the other green weapon, which is really good. It doesn't have any reloading, which makes it really good. It is a charge weapon, which makes me dislike it more, but it's really dang good. Really good DPS. It has 10 penetration at full max charge for some reason, which all the other snipers have 1 to 2. I don't know why this thing has such high. It should be a mythical. It goes above the red prototype but gets blocked by Mossberg. I prefer Mossberg compared to the railgun. Sickle. This thing's kind of disappointing. I think it's supposed to be a knife weapon, but it has no finisher, no AoE slam. But you can throw it, but its DPS kinda sucks. So like bottom of SC tier, I guess. And then the AS Val. This one's, I mean, it shoots the fastest out of the assault rifles, which makes me like it more, but it does least damage. So like, yeah, I guess. And the G38, I completely forgot about this thing's existence, not gonna lie. So it goes both of a B tier because I just never heard of it. And finally, the Decloids shotgun. This thing's actually really cool because it doesn't need to be reloaded. That's like one of the bigger issues with the shotguns, and this thing has none of that. It's really cool actually, but it does eat a lot of energy to compensate for that. Its damage DPS is not that good, but it's a cool shotgun. No reloading. That's fun. I like it. Top of A tier maybe. And that's all of the weapons, so let me choose the worst one out of these generally. I hate kitchen knife, but it is a melee weapon, so that makes it generally better because melee weapons are meta right now. And double barrel shotgun, this thing just, why would you ever buy this? Like, you'd never, I mean, these, you would never buy this, but this, why would you ever decide I'm gonna get this? There's 2 bullets per reload, and that just sucks. And now the best weapon. This is pretty dang hard. All of these are really dang good for various different reasons. But personally, I think I would go with wind stuff. Because orbital minigun, yes, it has the highest DPS, but you pretty much cannot use it in early game to middle game because it eats energy too quickly, and you're just splurging money on that, wasting money that you could use on farms, MCTs, and other stuff. Whereas wind stuff, it's cheap. It has the same upgrade cost as like the gray weapons for some reason, and it has really good damage, DPS. It has bigger hitbox. You can chain quickly, and its AoE ability is really good. Iron Glove could arguably also be placed, but its hitbox is smaller. It's more behind for some reason, and I think I generally would prefer the wind stuff spinny ability compared to Iron Glove. So that's it. Please like and subscribe because this was my second time doing this, and this is long. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun to do, though, not gonna lie. So if you have any other opinions that you want to change any of the placements, go place it down in the comments below, or make your own tier list. This is up online. It's called this. I'll put it down in the links in the description, I think. So that's it.